Hi, I'm Carrie, and this is my 11-month update. And lots happened since my last vlog. Uh, my name change came through, yay! And came out on Facebook. I'm totally, completely out in the open now. No more hiding from anybody. So my life is an open book. I got my new license yesterday, and I went to the Social Security office and ordered a new car. It'll be coming in the mail. So there's my license. I'm trying to get it straight here. Oops, can't read my name on there. There's Carrie Ann. Uh, and nobody likes their picture, but I think I like this picture better than any of the other licenses I've ever had. So yeah, definitely better than the last one. So yeah, I'm all smiles right now. I'm just so happy right now. Um, I was so afraid to come out because I didn't know if I'd have acceptance from my relatives and old school friends and everything. But it's funny, in early transition, so much of my time was spent just dealing with fear, and I just took baby steps, and every time I conquered a fear, it would empower me to go one step further. And finally June 19th, when I came out at work and got accepted there, that was a real kicker for me. I grew in leaps and bounds from there. I didn't want to go back to dressing as a male. Um, what was the point? I can be a female at work. I was going to be a female all the time. So I came out at home, and I just started moving forward with my name change, and here it is, only a couple short months later, and here I am. I'm Carrie Hollister, and I'm completely out in the open with it. No more secrets, no more lies. Um, and yeah, the only thing I can tell so far is there's a lot of my friends are quiet about uh, my status, but so many of them have come forward with encouraging comments, and they've been very positive and congratulatory, and so I'm really in a good place, mentally. I think that I was afraid of the boogeyman again, which I've said before. And I hope it's the same for the rest of my friends who are going through the same experience. But also, as I said before, my experience may not be typical of everybody's. But I'm so happy to have a family who is progressive and supportive, um, and behind me. And now they're watching my videos too. So hi to everybody who I knew and loved in my childhood and in my male life. I'm still here. This is me. It's always been me. I'm not trying to be what I thought you wanted me to be anymore. I'm just being me. Um, it's I say it's like trying to explain to a normie what it's like to have the phenomenon of craving. Uh, being gender dysphoric is just something that people that don't have it can't understand what it is. Um, but I always had this social angst and this, this strange anxiety, and I didn't feel like I was like I fit in with any group, because I wasn't one of the girls. They didn't treat me like one of them, and I wasn't one of the guys. I didn't feel like one of them, and you know, in order to have acceptance, I tried to be what I felt like I was supposed to be, and having the body that I had wasn't a hard thing to do. And now, you know, now that I'm being me, I'm not going to try to forsake all that was masculine in my life, uh, and embrace all the girly things. I still I will always be a hot rodder at heart, and I build my models, and I don't think those interests will change. I'm still going to work in a male-dominated job. I'm well suited for it. I'm talented with that training. I've always worked um, with mechanical, electrical, and repair industries. I've worn a lot of hats. Um, and my friend Rosie was expressed interest in knowing what my background and future is in my work, and um, you know my electrical training in electricity and electronics started pretty early. Actually, I was a model railroader, and I had a layout with reverse loop and a Y and engine facilities, and so I knew about polarity and how to throw the switches. I had sections of track that were in the opposite polarity of other sections of track, so that when the engine was coming around through the reverse loop, I could throw the polarity switch on the main line, and so that when it crossed over that isolated section back onto the main line, it would be going in the opposite direction, and could do it continuously without hesitation. And I could do the same thing in the Y. I could back a train around through there, or I could actually turn the direction of the train no matter which direction it was going on the main line. Sort of like a figure eight. Anyway, all the buildings were lit. The switches were automatic, what I couldn't reach, and so I scored very high on my ASVAB test to get in the Navy, and they offered me the nuclear program, but I didn't want to do that for a living. So I chose something more along the lines of what I thought I could use, when I got out. So I went for closed circuit television, actually interior communications electrician, and then when I was on board my ship, the Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier, I was selected to go to school for closed circuit television electronics, and so I became a closed circuit television technician, and I was trained in the old NTSC format, which is now obsolete because everything went digital. Horizontal sync frequency is 734.26 kilohertz, 59.96 hertz. Burst frequency of 3.579545 megahertz exactly. It's crystal control. I still remember all those numbers. I could pop off the formula for capacitive and inductive reactance, and the whole pie chart with figuring out all the different finding voltage and all that algebraically. I still use that stuff in my job, figuring out if you know what the voltage is and the wattage, you can tell how many amps it's pulling, that kind of thing. Um, yeah. What I do now, I work as a maintenance technician. Do a lot of electrical. I'm a certified pool operator, but I've worked repairing appliances, vacuum cleaners, toaster ovens, blenders, mixers, microwave ovens. For a while, I was repairing all the microwave ovens at all the 7-Eleven stores in Hawaii, and you know, I don't work for that company anymore. They couldn't keep me busy enough. They couldn't keep me on a full-time schedule, and so most of the work though has been, I did construction for a while. I'm a journeyman floor installer. That was my father's trade. I went into that after I got out of the Navy because there are too many names on the out of work list. So 11 minutes, gotta rush. So yeah, a lot of construction background, and I use all of that stuff now as a maintenance guy in a high-end condo in Waikiki in Honolulu, 750 units total. We do drywall, plumbing, electrical, alarm systems. We need to be able to help the tenant know if there's something really wrong with their appliances and stuff like that, so we can help them find who to call. We don't necessarily have to repair everything, because we're the AOL. We basically our responsibility ends at the wall. We don't cross the threshold too often unless we're just checking to make sure that it's not something simple that we can, but we try to help. We try to point them to the right people so that well, we just try to go that extra little bit. It's quality and service in the industry. Yeah, so I guess that's all I've got really. My internet's down, so I'm gonna have to go to the library to upload this, and I want to keep the time down. So I'm gonna go ahead and close for now. I hope you will rank this video and subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to leave comments and hi to all those that I know and love, and hope you like my videos and stay tuned for more. Bye for now. Mwah.